Good morning, students. How are you all this morning? I hope so. You all are doing well. So, students, did you complete your lesson 1 and 2? I hope so. You all have completed. So, today we are going to learn your first poem. Your first poem name is The Clothes Line. Okay? Can we start? Okay. First, you look this picture. What is written in this question? Which of these is required to hold clothes on a clothes line? Choose one, okay, which is required to hold clothes. Okay, write name in your copy. Students, before I start your poem with reading, write down first this question and you have to answer with 1 or 2 words. Okay, write your first question. Write name which is required to hold a clothes line. Write your second question. How many clothes did you lost when heavily winds blow? Student, write heavily. Cut this one, okay? I'm repeating again. How many clothes did you lost when heavily winds blow? Write your C question. What do you do with clothes after wash? Write your fourth question. D. How do you wash your clothes? Write your last question, fifth one, E. What do you do when your clothes fall down in the mud? Answer? You have to write, okay? After writing, send on my WhatsApp number, okay? Okay, now let's read your poem, okay? Hand in hand, they dance in a row, hither and thither and to and fro. Flip, flap, flop, and away they go, fluttering creatures as white as snow. Let's read second paragraph. Like restive horses, they caper and prance. Like fairy tale witches, they widely dance. Rounded in front, but hollow behind, they shiver and skip in the merry March wind. Let's read third paragraph. Once I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly till she was free. Then, leaving pegs and clothes lying behind her, she flew like a bird and no one can find her. Let's read fourth one. I saw her gleam like a sail in the sun, flipping and flapping and flopping for fun. Nobody knows where she now can be. Hid in a ditch or drowned in the sea. Let's see last two line. She was my handkerchief not long ago, but she'll never come back to my pocket, I know. This poem is written by Charlotte Durrett Cole. Okay, let's read again. Hand in hand they dance in a row, hither and thither and to and fro. Flip, flap, flop, and away they go, fluttering creatures as white as snow. Students, when we are reading this poem, if you find any hard work, write down in your copy. After writing, you have to find out their meaning from your dictionary. Okay? After doing this, send on my WhatsApp number. Okay? Let's read second. Like restive horses, they caper and prance. Like fairy tale witches, they widely dance. Rounded in front but hollow behind, they shiver and skip in the merry March wind. Once I saw dancing excitedly, see your third, struggling so wildly till she was free. Then, leaving pegs and clothes lying behind her, she flew like a bird and no one can find her. See your fourth para. I saw her gleam like a sail in the sun, flipping and flapping and flopping for fun. Nobody knows where she now can be, hid in a ditch or drowned in the sea. She was my handkerchief not long ago, but she'll never come back to my pocket, I know. Okay, students, before I start your explanation, let's discuss some question. Okay, I have written one question. Let's discuss. What are needs to spread the clothes? What are things we need to spread the cloth? First we need clothes peg, then rope, clothes, and hanger. Can you see this picture? Sometimes we need two windows and one rope, then we have to bind with both corners, and then we use cloth to hang. Okay? Let's see second picture. Sometimes we use two bamboo. Okay? First we dig two bamboos and then we tie a rope, then we have to use cloth to spread. Okay? Sometimes we use terrace walls also. Can you see? This is wall. Okay? Sometimes we spread clothes here also. See last picture. There is two nail. We dig on the wall, and then we tie a rope, and then we use cloth to spread. Okay? I made 4 picture. Which picture do you use most? You have to write name. Okay? Okay, now you see first 4 line. Okay? Hand in hand they dance in a row. Row means in line. Okay? Hither and thither. Hither means here and thither means there. And to and fro. Flip, flap, flop, and away they go. Flip means turn. Flap means flutter. Flop means fall. Fluttering means restless. Okay, now let's see what this line says. Hand in hand they dance in a row. Can you see? This is one hand and last here. Second hand, hand in hand. Okay? They dance in a row. So these all our clothes are flying with one side. Okay? So clothes in dancing in a line. Hither and thither and to and fro. Here and there. These are clothes flying from one side. Flip, flap, flop, and away they go. When clothes turn, flutter means fly and fall. When clothes turn, fly and fall, and after flying, and when heavily winds blowing, then what happened? These all clothes just turn, fly and fall on the ground, and we don't know where these all clothes go. Okay? Now let's see fluttering creatures as white and snow. The writer is saying here, fluttering creatures as white and snow. The writer is saying here, when clothes move quickly, and these all clothes are dancing in a row. Now, the writer is comparing these clothes to the white birds that fly in the sky. Okay, student? It is clear to you all? Fluttering creatures as white and snow. When clothes move quickly and dancing in a row with happily. And now here the poetess is comparing this line to the birds that fly in the sky. It is clear to you all? Okay, now let's see second para. Like restive horses they caper and prance, like fairy tale witches they widely dance. Rounded in front but hollowed behind, they shiver and skip in the merry March wind. Restive means uncontrolled or restless. Caper means to dance happily and jump. Raising a step higher than usual. Rounded in front but hollowed means dig or empty. Okay. The shiver means tremble, or we can say thrill also. Skip means skipping. Merry means relation. March means marching, and wind means leading. Okay. So in this second para, the writer is so happy. What she do? Let's read. Like restive horses they caper and prance. So this writer was dancing with happily, and her steps was higher than the usual. When the poetess compares the clothes hanging on the clothesline to restless horses that are leaping and galloping with happiness. See your second line. Like a fairy tale witches they widely dance. So this writer was dancing like an angel. Okay, as a cloth flutters on the clothesline, they form a ball like shape that is rounded at the edge and hollowed in the center. It is clear to you all, students? Sometimes these clothes are misbehaving. How misbehaving? Can you see? When heavily winds blow and all clothes fall down, sometimes you are not able to catch every clothes. It is right. And these all clothes are jumping with happily. Okay. Now here in this second para, the poetess is saying she was happy. Okay. Rounded in front but hollowed behind. What happened now here? These clothes are fluttering and they just fall down in the dig. They shiver and skip in the merry March wind. The poetess also feel that the clothes are shivering and skipping in the wind that is a very happy during the month of March. It is clear to you all? Okay, I am repeating again. Like restive horses, they caper and prance. The poet says, and she is comparing the clothesline when she hang the clothes like restless horses that are leaping and galloping with happiness. In first, we have seen the clothes are dancing in a row and the cloth will turn, fall down and fly, and where these all clothes go we don't know. Okay, and in the last line the poetess was comparing these clothes to the birds who fly in the sky. In the second para we have seen the poetess is happy. Why she was happy? And because she was enjoying with these clothes. Let's see. Like restive horses, they caper and prance. First line says the poetess compared the clothes hanging on the clothesline to restless. It is clear? See your second line. Like fairy tales witches they widely dance. And the poetess was dancing with happily and her steps raising higher than usual. Okay, let's see your third line and fourth line. Rounded in front but hollowed behind. This line says, as the cloth flutters on the clothesline, they form a bowl-like shape that is rounded as the edge and hollowed in the center. It is clear? Now see your last line. They shiver and skip in the merry March wind. In the last line, the poet says, she feels that the clothes are shivering and skipping in the wind that is very happily during the month of March. It is clear? Okay, now let's see third. Okay, Now see your third part. Once I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly till she was free. Excitedly means with excitement. Then shaving pigs and clothes lined behind her. Pigs means stable. Okay. She flew like a bird and no one can find her. In the third line, the poet says, once she saw something dance excitedly with great struggle. She freed herself. Free means freedom. Okay. So, then leaving the pegs and clothes line behind her. This line says, then leaving the pegs and the clothes line, she flew like a bird. So far that one was able to follow her and now no one can find her. In this line, the poet says, when she saw she was dancing with the struggle, then what she found? She was going through with great struggle. She freed herself. It is clear to you all this line? Then leaving pigs and clothes line behind her. Then leaving the pigs and the clothes line, she flew like a bird. Now she is comparing cloth to like a bird here also. And what found she? She found she flew like a bird so far that no was able to follow her, and now no one can find her. It is clear to you all? Okay, now you write down your homework. Write your first word meaning. Hither and thither means here and there. Fluttering means moving with short and quick movements. Write your third. Restive means restless or not staying still. Write caper. Caper means to jump and dance happily. Write your another word, prance. Write meaning to walk by raising steps higher than usual. Write another word, gleam. Gleam means shine or faint light. Okay. Write another one, ditch. A long, narrow hole dug in the ground. Write your last one, drowned. Drowned means died because of being underwater for too long. Okay, now write down another question. You have to find out answer from your textbook. Okay. Read this line and answer the question. Write your first. Hand in hand they dance in a row, fluttering creatures as white as snow. Write your first question. Who are they in these lines? Use question mark. Write your second question. What does the poet want to show by using the words flip, flap, flop? Write your third question. Why does the poet describe them as white as snow? Question mark. Okay, write your B part. Once I saw dancing excitedly, struggling so wildly till she was free. Write your first question. What does one refers to in this first line? Question mark. Write your second question. Why did she appear to be struggling? Question mark. Write your third question. What did she want to be free of? Question mark. You have to find out answer and after completing, send on my WhatsApp number. Okay students, now I will close your class here. Go wash your hand and be ready for your next class. Okay.